Welcome to another episode in our series 100 Years at the Library, which looks at the history of the Frick Art Reference Library through some of the fascinating objects in its collection. In 1924, the same year that the library's first dedicated building opened, French writer and poet André Breton published the first manifesto of Surrealism. This photograph of Breton from 1931 is from the second of two catalogues in the library's collection. These materials were for the José Corti bookshop at 6 Rue de Clichy, Paris. It specialised in Surrealism and film. Surrealism had its roots in Dada, an art movement founded in Zurich, Switzerland. Both shared an opposition to the established cultural and political order, which they saw had led to the horrors of the First World War. Writer and artist Tristan Tzara, who moved from Zurich to Paris in 1919, was the key link between Dada and Surrealism. Unlike Dada, which challenged rationality, Surrealism was more interested in the unconscious and transforming dreams and reality into a super reality, the realm of the surreal. Initially a philosophical and literary movement, Surrealism soon influenced artists and vice versa. Painters Salvador Dali and Max Ernst and filmmaker Louis Buñuel were three of the 12 famous Surrealists, all male, included in the 1931 catalogue. The covers of the two Corti bookshop catalogues held at the library feature works by major Surrealist artists. The 1930 version has an image by René Magritte of cows in front of the 1875 Paris Opera House, leading to unfortunate comparisons of cows with Surrealists. Whilst the 1931 catalogue shows a commissioned steel engraving by Max Ernst of an imaginative rendering of the facade of the Corti bookshop. But there are important differences between the catalogues. The 1930 catalogue lists the publications by author in hierarchical order, starting, of course, with Breton, while the 1931 list is in alphabetical order, a more democratic approach. Also, certain names are glaringly present or absent between the two versions. But what explains these changes? André Breton's second Surrealist manifesto of 1929 helps us understand. In reinventing Surrealism, Breton had attacked friend and foe alike, expelling some figures from the movement, others left of their own accord. In January 1930, two of them, writer Georges Bataille and poet Robert Desnos, produced an anti-Breton broadside called Un Cadavre, meaning a corpse. They attacked Breton's morals and described him as the Pope of Surrealism, a deep insult for the atheist Breton. The very format of the 1931 Corti catalogue is a response to these events. The bibliographies, reviews and photographs of the 12 men are announcing a new Surrealist pantheon. On the back covers of the 1931 catalogue, there is a table sorting authors from antiquity to the modern period into two categories: lisez, read, and ne lisez pas, don't read. The read list includes Marx, Engels, Baudelaire, Rimbaud, Jarry, Freud, etc. Don't read includes Plato, Verlaine, Laforgue, Proust, etc. Breton is uniting the new inner circle of 12 Surrealists with great authors from the past, almost the precursors of Surrealism, and dissociates them from others he deems counter to the movement. But Breton's tactic failed. The hardline communists Maxime Alexandre, Aragon and Pierre Unique left Surrealism, and then in 1938, Paul Éluard, who had designed and edited the 1931 Corti catalogue, also left. That was a third of the Surrealist pantheon. You can come read or not read these materials for yourself in our reading room. Visit our website to plan your free visit.